if you hear me.
What's up? Welcome back to the channel. And as you can see, we're going to be looking at some Joes. Today we'll be looking at Dreadnought Torch. We've got Storm Shadow, which is the G.I. Joe version, the Joe version. We have Xandar, and we got Major Blood. So we'll have a look at these four figures. I've got a big video coming up for you Joe fans out there, and it's my army building one. It is coming. I don't know exactly how I'm going to attack it, but there has to be at least 20 figures that I'll be opening up in the army building. It might be a part 1, part 2, so we'll have a look, and I'll try and get that one dusted in the next couple of days. But let's focus. Let's have a look at these four. Okay. My God, that was hard work, man. That is hard work getting a G.I. Joe out of the box. It is something else. So here we go. We got Xandar. He comes with this little gun here. Pistol. Comes with this beauty, similar to what you get with the 3 3/4 inch. You know what? One thing I find with the Joes is they're pretty stiff when they come out, similar to Action Force. It comes with this nasty looking knife, which can definitely inflict some damage. Then he's got this little like envelope opener, a little bit of a prison shank, and a backpack, which they don't come out. I'm not sure what they are. I'm sure people out there will know. But cool figure. I mean, look at the detail. This was one of the figures I loved as a kid. Absolutely loved Xandar and Zarana. You know, I wasn't a massive G.I. Joe fan in the sense of knowing the lore, and it was actually a friend of mine that introduced me to the movie after I'd been staying at my uncle's. He had brought the original lot for me, sort of to entertain me when I was on a trip, a holiday to their house, because I was unable to pack any of my own toys at the time. So I had those, and then, you know, years later, my friend would introduce me to the G.I. Joe movie, and from there I would collect again, so to speak. And Zarana, you know, Battle Armor, Cobra Commander, Lifeline, you know, Dr. Mindbender, Crocmaster, they would all become my favourite figures over the years. So there's I was just about to call him Zarana. Zendana. Did I get it? Xandar, not getting them all confused now. And that's another thing with the Joes. There's so many of them. If you put them in front of me, there's a good chance I'd probably only get like a quarter of them right, because the ones past the 90s, mid 90s, I have no idea, especially from about 92, 90, well, even some of the early ones, I probably wouldn't know their names, to be honest with you. I might be able to figure them out through process of elimination, but you'd have to give me 3 guesses on every figure. Another figure here, which I really love. Actually, I was going to jump ahead. I might get Torch up next. Torch, Dreadnought. Dreadnoughts are cool. From memory, I can't remember how many Dreadnoughts I had as a kid, if I had any, actually. It's I don't recall. I'm gonna say I didn't have any, because I honestly cannot remember. I probably did, but I want to say I had the blonde-headed one. What was that, Buzzer? I want to say I had Buzzer, but I could be mistaking him for another blonde-headed figure. So I'm just going to try and get some weapons onto this guy. He came with 2 pistols that go in here, go in his little holsters on both sides. Everyone knows, if you watched a G.I. Joe video of mine, you know my gripes too. Like, I know you can never say there's too many weapons, but you know, when you're trying to break them out of that plastic, man, they I just want to open figures, man. I want to get them open. I don't want to muck around. I just don't want to muck around. I just want to get them open, get them on the shelf, or have them in my sweaty little Cheeto eating hands, and just appreciate them for what they are. And there we go. The dog was just about to run in here, and it looked like he was going to have some fun. But anyway, there we go. We've got Torch. This is obviously something from his pack here. Gas pack cylinder to fuel his flamethrower. So we have that. Then we have these 2 cool flame effects where he just scorches the earth wherever he roams. Excellent. Double thumbs up on these 2. Love them. Love them. Actually, I don't know if there's going to be anything that I can really well, apart from the obvious, too many weapons, but with these figures, these 4 that I have picked are incredible. On first glance, absolutely incredible. So next up, we got Major Blood. I'm going to just try and put this backpack on him, which doesn't sort of want to go at this present moment. No, doesn't want to go on, so we'll leave it off. So that's the backpack I'm trying to get on him. So he gets these 2 little missiles. I don't know where, maybe they come from. Do you reckon he shoots them from that gun? Maybe he shoots them from there. I'm not sure. Not exactly sure, but this, I'm going to say that's where it goes for now. So the missiles are shot out of that weapon there. Pretty cool little gun. But this gun here, look at that. Ooh. That's a gun. That's a pistol. Revolver. Weapon. That's going to put a hole in something. And something I didn't know about Major Blood is that he's got a bionic arm, like a robotic arm. I don't know what the story is there. Couldn't tell you. He comes with this necklace. Oh, looks like all the dog tags from Joe's he's put down. And look at that. That's a cool figure. I probably could have done without the robotic arm, like just made him a human, fully human, but I guess this adds a different depth to the character and gives you something else. As far as Major Blood's concerned, there's a bit of a story there, I'm guessing, of how he got that and, you know, how he came to be with all these, I'm guessing, Joe dog tags. So I love this figure. Absolutely love it. I don't know the difference because this is the reissue. I don't know the difference between this one and the original. Hopefully there's not too much of a difference, but I love that. That is cool. You know, it's always good, especially when you collect a line that you don't know a great deal about, or some people have forgotten lore or the backstories, but you reintroduce it to your life, and you go down on that, you know, you're on an adventure again. And, you know, Joe's, regardless, it's all white noise to me, the bickering and what's better. I collect what I like, and nothing makes me happier than opening up figures that just, to me, look fantastic. They have their faults. Look, let's be honest, their weapons have been pretty hit and miss in the past. I can't see anything wrong with any of these weapons so far, especially these 4 figures here right now. Major Blood, never knew of the character before until the G.I. Joe classified line came. I'm sure I came across him on the pegs when I was younger, but awesome. You know, Xandar, one of my favorites as a kid. Torch, another. Dreadnoks, how can you go wrong with the Dreadnoks? Anyway, let's get into the last figure here. And he is a Cobra assassin, ninja. But I believe somewhere in the series he defected to the Joes. I believe. And I believe this is his version. He came out with this, I wouldn't call it camouflage, but it is, it's unusual. I wouldn't call it, it's almost like it's a prison uniform, really, isn't it? But, you know, I don't have the original Shadow, Storm Shadow, but this one, I mean, it's sensational. I love it. Absolutely love it. I love I know it's not camo, but every time I look at it, I want to call it camo. And if it's not camo, then it's sort of like, you know, the old, I want to say prison attire in some country, but it's not even that, really, is it? It's quite unique. Best thing about this figure, I love 2 katanas, samurai swords. So cool, so cool. Now, one thing I've just noticed is out of all these figures, Storm Shadow is the only one that came with extra hands by the looks of it. Oh, geez, that was stiff. That was stiff. Sometimes that scares me with some of these figures. You know, the last thing you want is it to break, you know, break a limb, especially on figures that just been carrying on about that are so cool. So with Storm Shadow, you get, I'll start with these 2. These are 2 closed fists. So he's got his, what do you call it? Weapon holding hands, C-grips, I guess. 2 closed fists, and then 2 karate chopping hands. You know, anyway. Oh dear, he comes with, actually it's not too bad. It's not too bad when you think about it. This is a backpack with bow, arrows, I should say, and there's his bow. His bow is a little bit warped. I don't know if that is real life, like if these, you know, bows are unusual weapons. They come out in all sorts of I guess shapes, sizes. Oh, look at that, you even get a bit of string loaded action there. Oh, you don't get any, are these loose? I wonder if I can actually fire an arrow here. No, I can't. Okay, so there we have it. We've got his bow, we've got his spare arrows that don't come off his backpack. Looks like some rope there for abseiling. And then we have these 2 claws. So that go into his hands and use like, I guess like Wolverine, unless they're for climbing up hills or up walls. But anyway, there we go. 4 figures. We got 3 Cobra, 1 Defector from Cobra, now a Joe. Fantastic figures. Absolutely awesome figures. I could not be happier with these. I know I've already said that, and it's actually, you know, lit a fire. It's made me enthusiastic and wanting to get some more of these figures open, because I do find them a bit of a chore with all the weapons. It's hard to get out of the plastic bubbles, and you know, I don't look forward to it, but after seeing the quality of these, I'm like, baby, let's open up some more. So stay tuned. I'll have some more coming. I'm really looking forward to doing my army building one, just to see them all together. There should be, I think, close to 20 figures in that video. So looking forward to that. I hope you are as well. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I really did. I really am stoked with these figures. So if you have them, let us know what you think of them, if you think they're any good, or if I'm just blowing wind out of my backside. So I hope you enjoyed the video, because I really did. And until my next one, look after yourselves out there. I'll see you next time. Catch us later. Cheers.